Hey, hi YouTube. I hope you all guys are doing great. In this video, we are going to see alter command. So let's see what actually alter command is. So alter command is basically used for modifying the structure of existing table. So it is used for modifying structure of existing table. Okay. Okay. So first of all, let's see what the syntax is. So syntax is very simple. As I already told you, MySQL is completely like English. We have to alter what you want to alter. We want to alter the table. Then we will give the table name, which table we want to alter, and then we will see some commands when we will be doing practical. Okay. So first of all, let's see some examples of alter in practically. Then you will understand it much better. And for this, I will be using MySQL Workbench because what I observe it in online, there are a lot of limitations in alter command, so I'm not going to use it. But still, if you have not installed MySQL be in your machine, then maybe you can follow me. The commands will be same. It will be good for your knowledge, and some of the commands you can run it online, and some can't be run. Okay. So let's see what are the databases present. So whatever command you have to run, you have to select it and then just give it a run. So definitely we have this four database, but we want to create our own database. So I think I have mentioned it here. Okay, I haven't mentioned it here because we were not able to create a database when we were using the online part. So it will be a good revision for you. So let's create a database. So create database and let me call it as name as employee DB. Okay. So we will create a database. So first of all, let's create a database and let's see whether a database is created or not. Okay. So let's again run the show database. So here now you can see our database has been created, which is employee DB. Now we have to use that DB. So use employee underscore DB. By this command, you don't run this whole things. Okay, just select this whatever command you have to run, and now we are inside employee DB. Now let's suppose you want to see what are the tables inside this DB. Okay, because database inside database we can have multiple tables. So there is no table currently in employee DB. So now we can create a table. I think we already have commands for creating the table. So I'm taking the same command because actually this are all are the commands that we are following in this tutorial. So let's create a table. I will not explain a lot because if you are following my tutorials, you can observe. Okay, so let's see. Uh, Okay, we have a detail employee details table now. Okay, now let's see. Okay, this was also the command. So let's see how our table schema looks like. So I am describing it. So here you can see this is our table. This is how our table looks like. Okay, so now let's insert some data that we have already done in our previous video. So if you are following my video, this will be not new for you. Okay, so let's insert some data. Okay, this is the first data that I have inserted, and I have to insert some more values also. So let's insert some more values here. Let's give it a run. I think there is some problem. Indentation is wrong or something like that. Okay, here there should be a semicolon. Okay, there is nothing indentation here. I went to my Python days. Okay, now let's again add some more columns here so that everything should be synchronized. Okay, we should be all in the same page. Okay, cool. Now let's see what actually is inside our table. Select all from employee table name is employee details. Okay, so now here you can see these are all the columns that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and all the data we have. Okay, so that's it. Now we can move to alter command. So let's suppose we want to add something. We want to add a column. Okay, like let's suppose currently we have 5 columns and we have to add one more column. So let's see how we can do it. So it's very easy. What you have to do is alter. What you want to alter? We want to alter a table. Which table? Employee underscore details. This is the table that we want to alter. Okay. What do you want to do? We want to add a column. So let's add a column and let's add one more column. Let's suppose what you want to add. Let's suppose we want to add um, branch. We call it as branch or department. Okay. So, or we can say it as employee department. So maybe someone is working on HR, someone is from IT department or something like that. Okay. If it, we can make it like this so that it can be much more clear. Okay. Then employee department and which kind of data type you want here. So it will be, let's suppose, varchar and we want the limit as let's suppose 10 and there is no constraint as such for now, so let's give it a run and let's see will this command add one more column. Okay, so now let's see again what is inside this employee details. So here you can see another column has been added and definitely it is null. Okay, because we haven't set any value. Okay, so this is a way how you can add a column. Okay, so let me copy it and I will paste it here so that it will be helpful for you to add a column here. I think it has been already added. So this is how it will look like. Okay, and you can also add multiple columns. So what you need to do is just keep it, add this in a, sorry, put this whole inside a bracket and similarly, just add a comma and keep adding. Like similarly, you have to add another column with some different name, maybe employee, address, varchar, or whatnot. So you can also add multiple um, columns at once. Okay. So this was how to add a column. Now, let's suppose you are having a column and you want to modify the data type. Okay. So let's see actually how this table is looking like. Let's see the schema of this table. Okay, let me write it here only. Describe employee underscore details. So this will show us the schema of our table. So our table is like this. Employee department is varchar 10 and null. It can have null and default value is null currently. Now let's suppose I don't want this employee department as varchar 10. Instead, I want it to be, let's suppose, Boolean. I know it doesn't make sense, but let's suppose. Okay. So what we can do is alter. What we want to alter? We want to alter the table. What is the table name? It's employee underscore details. What we want to do? We want to add or modify. Definitely, we want to modify. It's simple as English. Okay. We want to modify what you want to modify, I want to modify a column which is employee underscore department that we have just nearly created. And what is the new data type you want to assign? I want it as Boolean. Okay, so let's see what once I run this, what will happen. Okay, let me select it and let's give it a run. Okay, now again, let's see how the employee details is looking like. So now here you can see it is tiny int with 1. Okay. Now, yeah, I have converted into Boolean, but why it stored as tiny int? Let me know in the comment section what you have understood by this. Okay. Um, Let me again do it. Okay. And now it is Boolean and I want to convert back into varchar Um, let's suppose 5. Okay, I don't want the department, or maybe 15. I want the department length of the letters or the characters to be 15. Now let's see what this is looking like. Okay, so now it is again converted into varchar 15. But there is a question for you. Let me know in the comment section if you have watched that data type video. You might relate with me because I have given you some assignments that you have to explore tiny int, long int, and all. And let me know in the comment section why this varchar, when I converted into boolean, why it converted into tiny and the size is 1. Okay, because we haven't seen the size while doing int. Like here, you can't see the size of int as 1 or 2. But why this tiny int was 1? Something to 1, 0. Okay. Let me know in the comment section what you feel about it because I hate spoon feeding a lot. Okay. Then let's suppose we want to modify columns default value. Okay, let's suppose default value of salary is let's suppose the default value of is active is 1. Okay, and let's suppose I want mm, the default value of is active to be as 1. Okay, here also you are going to see like it's actually boolean, but why it is tiny in 1? Let me know in the comment section. Okay. So let's suppose modify columns default value as what we can say. We can modify the columns default value. Okay. Let me add it so that it will be helpful for you to track if we have to modify. Let's say modify columns data type. So modify columns data type. Can use it. Now let's suppose what we want is we have to modify columns default value. Okay, it will be also same. So alter, sorry, later not alter table. Which table we want to alter? Employee underscore details, and we want to alter the column, and we want to set a default value. So let's use alter column and then we can add you can I think you can also use modifier and here also you can use alter column but let's suppose it's you can use it interchangeably. Now alter column and let's give the column name whose default value we want to change. Alter column is active and we want to set the default value as something else. Let's suppose we want to set as maybe false for now and let's see what will happen. Okay, so let's give it a run and let's see. Now again we are describing the employee details what we will get. So now you can see that initially the default value of salary sorry is active was true. Now it come into false. Okay, so if we want to alter the default value, this is the very basic command: modify columns default value. So if you want to use this, this will be the command. I'm just giving you this kind of document so that it can be easy for you to track which command you have to practice and what are the different commands you have studied. Okay, now let's suppose you want to rename a column, how you can do it. Let's suppose here there was a column that we have recently created. It was employee department and I don't like it. So let's suppose I want to change it to department. Okay, so what I can do? Alter table, then the table name is employee details and I want to change. Okay, so change the old column name to new column name. So what is my old column name? It is employee department and I don't want it. So I want a new name. Let's suppose it as only department and the data type which is varchar 15 for now. Okay, so let's see what will happen. Let's give it a run and let's again describe. Let's see how the employee details schema looks like. Now here you can see the column name has been changed to department. So this is the command for changing your, or you can say for renaming your columns in a table. Okay, so this is one of the command that you should know. Okay, now let's see some more alter commands. Let's suppose you want to directly rename the tables. So how you can do it? Okay, so directly you can use rename and rename the table and the old name to new name. So old name is employee underscore details, and we want it convert into new name. Let's suppose emp underscore details, and let's see will it rename the table or not. So let's see. Uh, if I will do describe with employee details, it will say no, you don't have any table. Employee data, see, this table is not existing. But if I will now, if I will do something like emp details, so it will find the table because we have changed the name of the table. So describe and let me select it completely and let give it a run. Now you can see. Okay, so that's it. I think I should rename back to it because it's handy. Let me copy paste it first and then I will change back to that. Okay, so renaming the table. Okay, so this is how you can rename the table. Okay, and I think you should practice all these things. It's not like you just see the video and you will learn a lot of things. No, if you will practice it, you're gonna learn a lot of things. Okay, so emp details, rename table emp details to employee details. Okay, we are renaming back. Okay, so let's rename it. Okay, cool. Now if I will describe it, I think I will not get this table because we have renamed it back. So let's see. Okay, so here you can see this thing. Okay, so let me make it smaller. Okay, so employee details is the table name. Cool. So what else we can see is, let's suppose we want to delete some columns. So this was extra column that we have created and we want to delete this column. What we can do, we can alter the table. Then we have to give the table name, which is employee underscore details, and we want to delete a column, so we call it as drop. So drop column, and we have to give the column name, which is department. So let's see. Let me give it a run and let's see again how let's see the schema of our table. So here you can see the delete. We have deleted this column which was department from here. Okay, so let me write it here. Delete a column. Okay, so here it is. So this is a command for that we have used to delete a column. Okay, so we have dropped a column department. Now, what else we can see is, if you want to, now you can play with it and you can add constraints. You can also drop a primary key and whatnot. Okay, so we have seen enough alter commands here. Okay, now you might be having some confusion here that when to use change, when to use modify, when to use alter column, and so on. Okay, so let me give us some notes to you. First of all, we have change. So change is used when you have to rename and modify a column. Okay, and modify is generally used when you want to change the data type or constraints. Okay, and alter column you can use when you have to change the type, default value, or constraints. Okay, so this is a very basic thing and I don't want to be call it as a rule. Actually, this is wrong. It can't be a rule. But more in generally, if you will practice these commands, it will come automatically for you. Okay. So please go through these commands and please try. okay, on your own, then definitely you will learn a lot of things and it will become out of practice. Okay, so then what are the best practices which we should follow, that why we are studying it? So first of all, a pro tip that I can give you: always take a backup of your data before deleting the table or column. Okay, very common sense one. And then remember that whenever you are dropping something, so dropping and all actions cannot be undo. So that's why always take a backup. Okay, but generally we don't do in production such kind of things, so don't worry. But we should know these things. That's why I am teaching to you this all things, and sometimes it can be very handy. Okay, and let's see. Let me give you some assignments so that you can practice, and we can also you can write in the comment section of what you have learned or something like that. So first question based on this data set I can give you is, first question will be, what we can change the column name of column name of full name to name. Okay, then the second one will be, change the default value of salary to maybe 10.00. Okay, then third will be, rename the table as what we can employee info. Okay, then let's suppose, um, what else we can do is, create a new column as department and fill its default value as HR. Okay, so these are the four tasks that you need to perform and practice on your own, and let me know the answers in the comment section so that I can check and others can also get motivated from it. Okay, so this is the homework for this session. Okay, so that's it from this video. We have seen alter command, and most probably in the next video we are going to see some theoretical part of SQL commands, where I will be teaching what is DDL, DML, DCL, DQL, and something like that, so that it can be a good brush up session for you. It's more of theory, but it's good. Then after that, we are going to see aggregate functions as well as group by, which is very, very, very interesting and very, very important. Okay. After this video, we will see SQL commands, and then the real part will come into the picture that we generally use in production. Okay. So that's it. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.